Hi, my name is Sheena Joy. Today is Monday, August 26th. I have two cards to share with you that I made, plus an envelope I made as well. I'll start on the right hand side. This card here is a hello card, and I had made this with some remnants of a card I made last week. I had shared a video where I made a sister card for my sister Lori, and I had some leftover pieces that I had cut out with Cricut Mini, so I want to use those pieces. They were still on my work surface, so and they're really pretty, so it's a shame to waste them. The pieces I'm talking about are here, the flower pieces, and also this lattice strip here, and this rectangular piece of purple paper. So those were all cut out with the Cricut Mini, and I'll get my Cricut Mini here in view. Here's the Cricut Mini here, and still getting to know the Cricut Mini. Really like it so far, and I'm sure I'll just find more and more about it as I use it over time. So getting back to the card here, started off with a lilac colored pre-made card, and when I say pre-made cards, I mean they're already folded and cut, and here's the box of cards right here, made by DCWV. The colors are pastel, and you can see a whole variety of colors here with the envelopes. So those are nice too sometimes. They're white inside, so easy for people to write on. And I'll just show you inside. They're white. So that's just a nice card base. And I had run the card through my Cuttlebug machine, and I used a Cuttlebug folder I've had for a while. It's called Seeing Spots. It's right here, just a nice simple print on it, polka dots, and just shows up really well on this paper. Just kind of really pretty texture. And so that's my Cuttlebug machine, and I find it very useful, and I'd like to get dies for it to do some die cutting, but I haven't gotten those yet, so it's always a future and projects to look forward to. Okay, getting back to the card is I accented the fuchsia here with some embroidery thread and tied it around a couple of times and just tied a little bow. The bow actually looks a little bit off, but it is pretty and I like how it turned out. I put two buttons here and a button to finish off the flower. The buttons I had gotten from a package at a store in Presque Isle, Maine. Here it is right here in this ceramic bowl, and it's from a store called Merchants on the Corner, so if you live in this area, it's a good place to get card making supplies. Also with the card, I had stamped hello on it, if you can see that, with a little flower beside it. That's from a stamp set I have from Hero Arts. Get it in view here. There it is, Hero Arts, and there's the hello right here, and here's the little flower that I used. The ink that I used for this sentiment is StazOn, and the color is royal purple. You can use StazOn for other surfaces besides paper, but I've actually only used it on paper, but I can say it gives a really crisp image every time, so really pleased with StazOn. I'll probably get other colors of StazOn as well, so we'll see in future videos. Okay, so that's the hello card. Moving on to the next card. Went to my Cricut Mini again and cut out some shapes. Use this purple piece of cardstock here and cut out a circle. Also use the same paper to cut out a circular frame, and also cut out two flower pieces. and just layered those on using pop-up dimensionals, and separated the two pieces with a piece of a circle, rather, a scallop circle. And I used a scallop circle punch, and I'll show you that punch right here. There it is, and this is by Martha Stewart. Very useful. I've used that often since I purchased it. On the bottom of the card, you can see, I'll just bring the card closer so you can see how crisp that edge punch is. It's a floral edge punch, and that punch is right here. It's by EK Success, and they make really good punches and really good paper crafting projects in general. So if you ever see EK Success and you're a card maker, scoop it up. So getting back to the flower, is topped it off with a little lilac button. Again, I used some embroidery thread to tie around the purple piece of paper here, and I'll show you the embroidery thread. It's by GT, and pick that up in Grand Falls. That's also the same brand I used for this card on the right hand side, the fuchsia. With this card, I used a craft cardstock, so that wasn't pre-made. I measured that out and cut that myself. That's a 4x4 card. Just wanted to use a different size other than the standard size of 5.5 by 4¼ inches. So sometimes just like to vary it a bit. All right, the next thing that I made was an envelope. And this envelope turned out really well. Generally when I make envelopes, I use printed paper, but this time I chose to make my own print, kind of. So envelope making right now is really trendy in terms of decorating your own and personalizing it. So I often make envelopes, and this was really fun to make. I already have my card in here. I did an edge, a corner rounder actually for the back, and I used some stamps that I have. I'll just get the stamps to show you. Here they are right here from Studio G. 2 flowers and a border, and I also used a little flower from that same Hero Art stamp set, and here it is right here, if you could just see it under Just a Note. So it actually has a blue tinge on it too from the ink. So so I used those 3 colors for the 3 different flowers, used the border right here, and also glued on some rhinestones. So if you can kind of see that glitter, or the sparkle rather, from the rhinestones. I just love sparkle, and I think it adds a lot, and maybe not to masculine cards so much, you wouldn't want to use them, but I do really like to use them. For the stamps, I used 3 different colors of ink pads. I used the StazOn Royal Purple. I used Autumn Leaves Stampology, and the color is, it's Pink Sapphire. So that's a really pretty color. And also this Martha Stewart pigment ink in Sky Blue. So really happy with how these 2 cards turned out. Other things I didn't mention about the cards, you can see that I rounded the corners here and here. Also these 2 top brown corners, I used X-Acto corner rounder, and I'll show you that here. There it is. And also to do my envelope, I used my Martha Stewart mini scoreboard. I really like using this for scoring my cards, and on the reverse side of the board There are some lines to show you, guidelines to show you where to place your paper, what size paper to use, and also where to actually score the lines. So really useful. Also for cutting my paper pieces that I didn't use a Cricut Mini on, I use the Fiskars paper trimmer. Very good paper trimmer, really pleased with it. For gluing everything on the cards, on the buttons and the little intricate pieces of paper, I used Tombow Mono Multi-Glue, which I had recently purchased at Michael's in Fredericton, and very pleased with this glue. I used it on the envelope as well to put that together, so very useful if you can get that. Another thing that I use to actually fold my cards, and I've been using this for a while, I haven't showed this on any of my videos before. It's a Martha Stewart bone folder. Has a bit of shimmer on it too. I should say rhinestones. Really love the sparkles, so I use that. And just to show the Cricut Mini again, you can get it in view. There's a Cricut Mini. Beside it is its little instruction booklet. My Cuttlebug folder with the Cuttlebug machine. And those are the two cards and the envelope that I made. So behind the envelope you can see a bag I have, and that's from my cousin Titania. She's a really good friend of mine, and we just had a birthday celebration for me this past weekend at my dad's. So thank you so much to Lori and Dad for such a wonderful meal, and shared it with everyone and had a wonderful time. Okay, I hope everyone is having a really good day, and thanks for watching my videos and reading my blog. And sorry I haven't been writing very much on my blog, but I'll get back into it. Just getting through a rough period, but everything is getting better and better each day. So thanks for supporting, leave comments, and have a great day. Bye.